Hello and welcome to video on filtering data in pivot tables. In previous video, I have explained you how to identify the source data and the approaches used to refer to that source data. Now with pivot tables, next step for you would be to filter the data in pivot tables. You would want to slice and dice the data to understand it more and identify any anomalies within it. In this video, I am explaining you various methods through which you can filter the data in pivot tables. Then what precautions needs to be taken while using the aggregated values from grand total or subtotal fields of pivot tables. And finally, how to overcome the limitations of default filtering options available in pivot tables. So now briefly understand different methods through which you can filter the data in pivot tables. The first method is report level or page level filters. Normally, dimensions are placed in this filter. Using this, you can filter the entire data in pivot tables and not a particular field used in pivot tables. You can also quickly create multiple pivot tables using the settings for report level or page level filters. Next is label filters. Fields placed in row and column area of pivot table can be filtered using this. Since mostly text fields are placed in those areas, it is more like a text filters on those columns. If there are multiple fields used in this area, you will have to manually select them first to filter it. You can also manually select few items through search boxes or individually checking the boxes against few items for these fields. Also, by selecting a particular item and then through right click, you can create search filters. Then you also have a value filters for this row and column area field list. These are similar to the numeric filters options available in normal auto filters. Total value from the grand total for those fields will be considered while executing these filters. And now slicers and timelines. These are being introduced by Microsoft in latest versions of Excel. These are similar to above methods of filtering of label filters. However, in addition, it will display the items which are being filtered and not filtered separately. You can also link different pivot tables and if those are created from the same data source. Hence, you need to be extra careful whenever you are using these slicers and timelines. Now, whenever your data inside your pivot table is filtered, you will see the filtered icon in the pivot table. You will also see the filtered icon against the field name in the field list window of pivot table. Sometimes this filtered icon is displayed against the field even if there is no filter placed for that particular field. This is one of the bugs in Excel and you have to double check if there is actually being filtered placed on that particular field. Else you will have to manually clear that filtered icon. Now by default you can use only a single method of label filters or a value filter on a particular field. However, if you want to use multiple filters, then you will have to change that from the pivot table option settings. So with that, let us move on to our sample file and have a look at all of these methods to filter the data. Now, in this file, we have a dummy dataset for a particular store being saved in this store's data sheet. Then we also have certain pivot tables being created out of that data in these two tabs. You can see that all the fields which are placed in row and column labels and value area are same across both the tables. Hence, the total values of grand total and subtotal are same in both the pivot tables. So let us now first look at the few options of filtering the data inside the pivot tables. The first option is report label filters. So you can drag and drop any of the items here in this filtered box of this pivot table field list. Immediately you can see that a filtered is being displayed at the top of this pivot table. So now if you click on this drop down, you can see you have the options to either select multiple items or if you uncheck this box, you can select only a single item. So let us select one of them and immediately your entire pivot table will get filtered out. So whatever item is being selected and whenever individual item is selected, it will get displayed here. Now I will check this box and will select both these items. So it will display the details only for those two items which are being selected. The moment you insert a particular filter on pivot table, it will also display a filtered icon in this pivot table field list. So you can see that against segment a filtered icon is getting displayed. So now if I go and remove all the filters now, let us click all of them and you can see that filtered icon is being removed. So let us remove this now And now we will look at label filters and value filters. Now currently if you see under row area and column area, certain fields are being placed. Under row area, category and subcategory is being used, and under columns, region has been used. Now if you go to this drop down, under row area, you can see that the first option is giving field list to be used for filtering. So if there are multiple fields, you will see this display box. Otherwise, this box won't get displayed. Now currently in column area, you can see only a single field is being used. So we don't get that box to select a particular field. So now let us go to this row area and let us select subcategory. And now I can either use label filters or value filters only. So let us go to label filters, and here you can see this is similar to our text filters. So this time let us select begins with, and here I can select A. You can see that we don't have a multiple options of selecting or criteria here. So let us click OK, and you can see all the items of subcategory which were having A as the starting alphabet are getting filtered. It is not considering category for this, it is only considering subcategories. So if you want to remove this, you will have to go back, select that field list and click filtered. Now similarly you can place a value filters. So let us go and select category this time, and we will go and select value filters. Let us click greater than, and now we will be typing 7,40,000 here and click OK. Now immediately you can see all the items of category are getting filtered. So whichever were more than 7,40,000 in grand total are being filtered out. Now this is not considering the subtotals in this column fields, or neither the individual sales are being considered in subcategory. So even the subcategory field which is less than 7,40,000 is being considered. It is placing the filter only on the category items and not on the subcategory. So you have to remember that. So now let us go and clear this, and you have the original PO tables now. Now the other options of filtering the label filters is through search box or individually checking the items. So here you can see that under search box I can type furniture and the values will get filtered. So it is selecting only a single value. Similarly, I can select subcategory and I can type something like art, and it will display that particular item only. So it is displaying that item. So if I clear this search box, I can also manually check box this, and those items only will get displayed. So you can see other unchecked items are not getting displayed, or those are being hidden. So let us remove this, clear this filter. And other option is selecting the items manually through mouse and right click, and here also you get options of keep only selected items or hide selected items. So if I select this, immediately you can see the items have been hidden or those are being filtered out. It will also display a filtered icon in this PO table and in field list also. So let us clear this time, and we have the original PO table data. Now you can use the same label filters and value filters under column area field list also. So you can place label filters or value filters on those fields. When you are using value filters, it will consider the grand total values under this particular columns only. It won't consider the individual sales or subtotals. So let us go and place certain filters on these column labels. So let us say value filters. Let us say it will be more than 4 lakh. And it will filter out only 3 values. So it is considering the grand totals and not the individual sale values or subtotals. So let us clear this filter. However, if you want to place a values on these individual fields and want to select only particular items considering these individual sales, you can't do that in PO tables. You will have to use another trick. So you click on this cell outside this PO table and then press Ctrl Shift L. Immediately you can see our auto filtered icons are getting displayed. Now you can put a filter the way you want it. So let us say I am putting a filter on this greater than 50,000. So immediately you can see all the items are getting filtered. However, you can see that subtotals are not getting updated or even grand totals are not getting updated. So those are being considered as individual values and will be filtered based on the criteria which you are giving. So you have to be extra careful when you are using this PO table trick. So let us remove this by pressing Ctrl Shift L one more time, and all the auto filter icons are getting removed now. Now next thing is slicers and timelines we will be looking at. So before that we will be adding all of these values under watch window. So let us go to formulas click on watch window, and now we will be adding these values and click add watch. Yes, I want to select all of them and all the values are being added here. We'll see why we are using this watch window in shortly. So now let us go to this pivot table. And now here you can see I have certain slicers and timelines being placed. You can insert that by using pivot table, analyze, and this insert slicer and timeline. So once you click on insert slicers, you can select any of the slicers or fields and then click OK. It will display only the unique items from that particular list. So for the time being, since I already have that, I'm removing this. Now here you have the slicers items being displayed. You can select any of the items and your entire pivot table will be filtered for those items. So here you can see what items are being filtered and what items are not being filtered. So currently you can see only these two items are being considered as a filtered and those are being dark color. So whatever items are unfiltered out, those are being placed in white color. So if you want to remove the filter, you can click on this filtered icon and all the items will get removed. So if you want to select multiple items, you have to press Ctrl and then click on another item. So you can select multiple items like this. So if you don't want to press Ctrl, you can also use this new option which is available now in Excel 2016. So click on this and now with simple click of mouse, you can click and use multiple items for your filtered. Further, under timelines also you can put a particular year, month or quarter from this icon. Currently I am selecting years and now I can adjust this scroll bar to put a filter on this pivot table. So you can see the values are getting filtered automatically. Now currently if you see my original pivot table values are not getting affected when I am using this timelines or this slicers. However, if I right click report connections, now in this window you can see all the pivot tables in your current file will get displayed. So if those are from the same data source, you can click on this checkbox and this slicer will also get connected to that particular pivot table. So whenever you are clicking on any of the items under these slicers, that another pivot table will also get filtered. You can see the values are getting updated here. So if I clear this filter, my values are back to original values. However, now if I filtered any of the items here and I go to original pivot table, you can see that there are no slicers are being displayed here. So it becomes very difficult to understand if there are any values are being filtered out. So if you want to know if there are any filters placed on your pivot table, you will have to check this pivot table field list. So under this segment, you can see this filtered icon being displayed. So if you want to remove this, you can click on clear the filtered. However, the other pivot table which was using slicers will also get unfiltered. So you have to be extra careful whenever you are using slicers or timelines. Timelines also can be connected using these report connections, and now let us click OK. So now if I adjust this scroll bar, my original pivot table values will also get filtered. And in the similar manner, it will also display a filtered icon against the field through which you are placing the timeline. So order date is showing this filtered icon. So you have to be extra careful whenever you are using slicers and timelines in a different sheet and it is filtering out a pivot table in another sheet. So now let us just recap what we have seen. We have understood the setting related to report or page label filter which gets applied to entire pivot table. Then we have seen how to apply label or value filters to a single field. We have also seen a right-click shortcuts, search box and manually checking the box in the item list from the drop-down. So if you want to apply multiple fields, we will have to change this from pivot table options, total filters and activate this allow multiple filters per field. After applying this, you can place value filters as well as label filters on the same pivot table field list. Further, we have also seen how to insert slicers and timelines and use them for filtering data in a single pivot table or multiple pivot tables after linking them. We have also noted that we need to be extra careful whenever we have slicers and timelines being used in Excel file. Further, if we want to identify any field is being filtered out, we will have to check that from our pivot table field list and identify if any filtered icon is getting displayed against its name. So that is it from my side, guys. I hope you found this video really useful. In next video, we will look at settings related to sorting the data inside pivot tables.